All right. Now we keep that same energy, but in English. Strong hook. Fast pace, make them lean in. You wake up one morning and realize something unsettling. The house? Not really yours. The car? Not really yours. Even your education? Not fully yours. And without noticing it, a large part of your life already belongs to someone else. How? Because you bought a product over and over again. You signed it, approved it, accepted it. That product is debt. But no one sold it to you as a product. They sold it as a dream, as freedom, as live now, pay later. And you bought it. Now think about this. How do you build a trillion-dollar industry without factories, without mines, without producing anything physical? Simple. You sell the future. That's what debt really is. The monetization of tomorrow. Interest sounds like a small word, but its impact is massive. Interest prices your future labor today. Before you even work, before you even earn, someone is already calculating their profit from your time. And here's the brutal part. Debt doesn't generate profit once. It generates profit every month, every year, for decades. Take a 30-year mortgage. You buy one house, but you may end up paying for two. Carry a credit card balance for a few months. Watch how it grows. Because the system isn't designed for you to pay fast. It's designed for you to stay indebted. This isn't new. Centuries ago, the Medici Ailisi built influence not with armies, but with loans. They financed kings and popes. No land, no empire, just leverage. Then governments learned the trick. In 1694, the creation of the Bank of England made national debt permanent. States no longer borrowed only in emergencies. They began to live on debt. War, borrow. Crisis, borrow. Political promises, borrow. The future kept being sold. After the Bretton Woods Conference in 1944, institutions like the Uluslararası Para Fonu and the Dünya Bankası turned debt into a global system. Now, it wasn't just individuals trapped in obligations. Entire nations were. You could borrow, but the terms weren't yours to decide. Cut spending, privatize assets, restructure your economy. Debt became more than money. It became control. And then came the final evolution. Mortgages, car loans, student debt, credit cards. Debt stopped being rare. It became normal. Normal to owe. Normal to finance your lifestyle. Normal to mortgage your future for comfort today. And here's the genius, or the cruelty, of it. Debt scales infinitely. You don't need raw materials, you don't need warehouses, you just need contracts and confidence. The longer you stay in debt, the more profitable you become. By 2008, the system stretched too far. Mortgages were bundled, sliced, and sold as securities. Risk was hidden, repackaged, redistributed, until it snapped. The global financial system shook. Families lost homes, jobs disappeared. And who was rescued? The lenders. Debt didn't shrink after the crisis, it exploded. Central banks lowered rates to zero. Liquidity flooded the system. Today, global debt exceeds $300 trillion. Never in history has humanity owed so much, and we call it growth. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Debt transfers wealth upward. Every interest payment moves money from the many to the few. Those with assets borrow cheaply and grow richer. Those without assets borrow expensively and fall behind. Over time, debt doesn't just finance the system, it reshapes society. So what's the real lesson? Debt is not neutral. It's not just a tool. It's the most profitable product ever created. It turns time into money. It turns hope into contracts. It turns the future into revenue. And the most dangerous part? We're taught to celebrate it. to call it opportunity, to mistake borrowing for prosperity. If this made you rethink what you've been told, hit subscribe. History always leaves clues. You just have to know where to look.